Playing with us like
Um,
we're ants or something, right? Just playing with us, right? It's just like a future
yeah,
AI will play with us.
as if we were
It's,
automatons or puppets of the gods. That's
right,
right.
exactly.
But Jack, I interrupted you. I forgot what
Fair
question you
game.
were talking about
I was
there.
talking about the fact that we have a lesson in tyrants abusing powerful
Yes.
things. That if you
And which
have
comes first?
right, which comes first? I mean, do the people that are censoring people on the internet because they have the information highway, right? They control it. They have that power. Are they doing it because they can? Right? They didn't go into creating this super information highway where everybody can share everything specifically to censor people, right? So this kind of emergence. But are we fated as a species if we build something powerful? Like Stalin took over communism. I'm not a communist, but that's the history. Stalin took over communism, right? And he was a tyrant. Is it just because it's a tool for power and influence, or do powerful and influenced people create things to have that power?
That's something that I really tried to think about. Were you going to say something, Garth, about that?
No, no, I think it's quite
Oh,
provocative.
okay.
I was
Okay, yeah. That connection, that link between the association between technology and tyranny is something people really worry about right now. Uh,
hmm,
from surveillance to drones, super warriors, things like that. I mean, super soldiers. Does Are tyrants attracted to technology, or which comes first? Is it the technology or the tyranny? And I wondered how, first of all, just how uh, I don't know if we can ever say which comes first, but how ancient are the roots of that link? And in fact, they go all the way back. We just saw that Zeus, in all these myths from uh, 3,000 years ago, he's the tyrant, and he uses technology to oppress and harm uh, the people that he should be taking care of if he was a good god. And that's another question. What do creators owe their creations? We talked about that a little bit with Prometheus and Victor Frankenstein. But
yeah.
so Zeus is using technology, commissioning all these things. But then King Minos, we have kings who are using uh, technology, and
Yeah.
they're usually very, very powerful rulers, like the one who set the Robo Bronze Bulls against Jason, or had the owned the army that popped up out of the ground.
Hmm.
And so we see it in the mythology. So I wonder, did this happen in real life too, in ancient history? And I could trace the link between technology and tyranny at least back to the 6th century BC, with examples of kings that commissioned craftsmen and engineers to make machines that would torture people and harm people.
And
So
consolidate their
uh,
power. Yeah,
it's right
fascinating.
there. It's right there in the history as
Well,
well.
there's
And
that
the
great
other thing is
story
the
that you.
connection to war. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no,
Go ahead,
the great
Garth.
story that you have in your book about, I believe it was Minos, one of his architects and builders, thought I'll get on your good side by creating this great bronze bull that a person could be put inside of and then
Yes.
roasted alive, and with a special tubes and horns so that the howling
Oh,
of the dying, the I mean, it's just that's
yes.
the most horrific way to die. And what does King Minos say? It's the cruelty of opportunity, right? He's like, yeah, you
Yeah.
sure it works? I don't know, man. You better. I want to see those. Just go in there, just like hollow through those
Show
tubes
me
so that I
how it
can hear it.
Just
works.
crawl in
Yeah, show
there.
me where the guy gets in, and Minos closes the door, lights the fire, and says, "Yeah, man, that's really cool," and burns the guy alive. Where's the
That's
joy
right.
in creating?
The joy of creating. So the power there is, oh, listen, you may be able to create the bulb, but I own it because I own you. And this
Yes.
subservience of other people. I've got a really fascinating fact to tell you guys. I think this predates the evolution of our species because in chimpanzees, if a male chimpanzee is being threatened by another male chimpanzee for access to females in the troop, they make themselves large and the size they make themselves Come on, Garth, I'm challenging you. Make yourself large. There you go. Yeah, exactly. So they make themselves exactly. They have
No.
the largeness of the animal and how loud they are and how much movement they can affect in the field of vision of the other primates determines who's on top, right? And so, what does some males have figured out that it's not just enough to show the largeness of your torso and your body, but they'll grab a tree and a bush and they'll start shaking that tree and bush because that tree and bush movement counts because they did that. That's technology
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
non-human primates
Yeah.
to
Yes.
assert power, to grab power. And so, in that situation, it probably was found out by accident. Somebody fell over, and then it gets reinforced in the genes. Somebody fell over and knocked
Yeah.
over a tree. Everyone went, "Whoa, that big guy." Okay, right? That was just like accidental, and that got reinforced, and those genes spread, and so then it became like a an adaptive behavior, or it was learned, or maybe culturally, because the monkeys, the chimpanzees, I should say, which are not monkeys, they can see it and then they remember it, and they say, "Well, okay, wow, that guy's pretty awesome. I'm going to go shake a tree myself."
Right.
So if it predates our species, then it's not a surprise to me that the lesson is there. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
100% predictable that people, right? Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's been said 1.5 million times, but the point is it fundamental to our species, so fundamental that we can't overcome it? That's to me the more important question. Can we emerge from our primate ancestry, right? We have so many hangovers from even the Pleistocene, from our caveman days, right? The differences and tribalism and all the rest. I would hope that technology is unifying, not dividing, and it's
Right.
turned out to be seized upon by those who would divide us, and it's being used expertly right now to keep us apart,
Oh,
and it's
yes.
tearing our
That's
society
right.
apart.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty scary. I mean, especially when you think about the disinformation that we get about inventions like the Boston Dynamics robots. I mean, right around New Year's they put out a video of their robot dancing
Hmm.
to make him
Hmm.
seem more human and friendly. And they said
Hmm.
people have a better idea of robots if we show them dancing. And I'm just that really gives me chills because and all these graduate students who help them dance, program it to be able to do dancing, those are skills that it will use in warfare. It's not, they're not making a dancing robot and a friendly, happy dancing robot. They're
Dancing on